Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. We're going to be looking at the new modding tool that was announced today, the Workshop. This was just announced, it's on the PTR right now. For PC users, we're going to take a specific look on what exactly that is. It's basically a modding tool where you can create rules and conditions that allow you to do very unique things in the game and set up custom game modes to just have a better experience in doing some of this stuff. I thought that this was meant to be PvP based, but there's some pretty cool stuff that's going to be in this workshop that might be worth trying out. I'm tinkering, I have no knowledge on modding, by the way, just so you know, like any sort of programming knowledge. But generally, you create rules. If you don't know what you're doing, then you can go to the forums. I will try and put a link in the description below. I may forget, just FYI. But generally, this is how it works. You will add certain rules, such as like all dead players or heroes, you know, like specific things. These characters, if they are doing this, then they can take damage, which you can put in here or whatever. Generally, I don't know how to do this personally, but there are some presets in game, such as one that is for Battle Royale, which I'll show in a second. But the easiest example to sort of describe is Molten Floor, which is when you're touching the ground, you take dot damage. So we've put the preset in, we go to the workshop, we can see exactly what these rules are. So if a player is on the ground, then they start taking damage over time. But if they're not on the ground, which would be like is on the ground equals false, then they don't take damage, or you can put it as in the air. So if, for example, if we go into a game now on the Gen Control Center, with any luck this works straight away. We will have a game mode where you can play any character. We'll go for like Lucia's probably the best example. As you can see, I'm taking damage on the ground, but because I'm in spawn, I'm not actually taking damage yet. You can set up specifics, for example, setting it up so only people can play Lucio, like you know the normal game mode, and they can't be in healing mode. Just set it like that. Set it as like FFA as an example. It basically means that all of those game modes that people have set up, such as, you know, one-shot Annas and hide and seek especially is on here. You can set these game modes up to have certain conditions and rules that just allow you to make better games. But that's just an example of how the system works. If you're not interested in this, I can sort of understand, but I can't wait to see what the smart members of the community can actually do, you know what I mean? Like, me personally, I'm not going to have a lot of information here. But you have general hide-and-seek ones, which the rules for this are quite interesting. If the hiding players in view of the seeker, then they start taking damage, and then there's a whole sort of system of how players can win, which I think is pretty cool. Zombie, which is also quite an interesting one. Maybe we'll show some turning into Sean Connery again. Show some gameplay in future videos, but right now I just want to get a video out to talk about how the system works. I just saw a tweet from one amongst many actually, so how long until somebody makes Dota in Overwatch? Basically this kind of thing. So you start Soldier 76, if you die you turn into a Reaper, and you go into the opposite team fighting all of the other Soldier 76s. But this is the one that I really wanted to show off. Okay, this is the Battle Royale mode. It's called Fire Dome. And yeah, we will sort of take a quick look at this. I don't want this video to be too long, but I kind of want to show you the system and how it works. But you can't really see it with Sombra when I'm in stealth, but yeah, you will have just like a skirmish mode. I tried setting up different modes such as 1v1, or if I'm away that when you die you're out for the round, which are typically like battle royales, but this one's set in skirmish. Every time I tried messing with it to set up a proper game, it ended up breaking, so no doubt somebody will set up an actual legitimate battle royale version of this, maybe as everybody's with Kree. That'd be a cool one. But as you can see, Dome is slowly going in, and when the Dome gets to you and you're not inside it, you'll start taking damage, and it will basically just get to the center and reset every single time. Let's run in, we'll take damage. Sort of showing you this as we go on. And that's a dead Sombra on the ground, dying as dramatically as ever. And then, I don't know how long we might be spectating all the way up until the circle gets small. I don't know. Oh no, we spawn in here. And then, yeah, I mean, we could just hide it here and it'd be fine. There's a lot of, you know, this is the programming. Smart people than myself and others will just be able to make actual legitimate game modes in here. So I'm not going to lie, I don't know an awful lot about this kind of system, but I am curious to sort of learn more. But if you want to go to the PTR, go to the presets and try out some of these game modes with your friends. Mirror Deathmatch, which Jeff Kaplan explained, in the dev update they did. Everybody plays the same hero for 1 minute. So 1 minute everybody's playing McCree in deathmatch, then a minute later it goes to Baptiste, and then a minute after that it's Widowmaker, which I think is quite fun. Balanced Mystery Heroes is a 2-2-2 setup, I believe, where you can't just have like 5 DPS on one team. It will be moderately balanced, hence the name. Double jump, I think that's just a normal game mode where you can double jump. One ultimate, I'm not quite sure what it is. We'll look at these stats. Okay, so you can have a look for yourself and try it out. But yeah, I'm going to play these on my own and sort of play it with some subs and stuff like that. But that's the system. I wanted you to update what this new feature is. And no doubt Miska tomorrow will give us a bit more details on some of the custom games that people have made. We did a lot of stuff like this when the arcade was sort of announced with the, this sort of system that was put in place to change the settings. So I'm really excited to see what the community do with this. On the face of it, it isn't going to change the game dramatically, I don't think. But this kind of stuff has made Fortnite a lot more interesting with the kind of open workshop PvE kind of stuff. I don't want to ramble too long, but this is what the new feature is. A good example on how it all works. If you have any programming knowledge, do make some cool games. We'll be sure to showcase them on the channel. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.